Okay, so we're here in our open pool room. This is an individual space, meaning just one person per room, as with all of our rooms. And the first thing you're gonna do when you get in here is go ahead and deadbolt the door here. This obviously will give you some extra privacy, but it does seal the door at its best for light and sound as well. And from there, you're gonna go ahead and get fully undressed. Swimsuits are optional, but we do recommend floating nude to help eliminate any potential distractions during your experience, so we'll leave that up to you. Then you're gonna head over to our bench and you'll have a little stack of items here waiting for you. And step one is gonna be starting with your earplugs. It helps to start while your ears are dry with these to help form its seal at its best. And there are directions on the back of the earplugs if you forget any of these instructions. So what you're gonna do is open these up and take one apart. You're gonna roll it just a little bit into a ball. And then you're gonna go ahead and put this into your ear and focus on not trying to put it all the way into your eardrum, but instead creating a nice seal around the outside here. So just like that. Okay, so now that you have your earplugs all set, you're gonna go ahead and take your first shower. Anytime that you're showering, we do ask that you fully close our shower curtains so that we don't get any kind of soap into the water. It's also important to skip conditioner entirely on this first shower and only use that after floating. You'll have soap dispensers available for you on the wall here, and they're labeled and dispensed just by pulling from underneath. And so just give a really good rinse of that shampoo and body wash, and when you're all done with your shower, you don't need to dry your whole body completely unless you'd like to, but we do recommend fully drying your face off. That step helps a lot to remove any moisture from trickling down once you lay inside the pool. It can just be a little distracting. Your next step, if you have any remaining makeup after your shower, please remove it using one of our makeup remover wipes. And then if you have any cuts or scrapes on your body, we provide a packet of petroleum jelly, and this does a great job forming a nice barrier between you and the salt, so you don't get any stinging from that water. So you're just about ready to get in, and your last step is you're gonna get a hold of your optional head pillow here. And this does have a curve at the bottom. This is meant just to go right behind your neck while you're laying inside. And what it does is it just helps teach you how to fully relax those neck muscles. It's natural to want to hold our heads up in water, and you don't need to in here. So it's just a nice tool to help you relax. It is optional, so if you wanted to try it without at any point during your session, you're more than welcome to do so. But before we get in, our last step here is probably one of the most important. And in this, you're going to go over here to the wall and turn off the main light switch for the room. That's going to turn off your overhead lights, and the nice blue light inside our pool here will be illuminated for you to be able to get in safely. And this blue light inside the pool is going to stay on for your whole session unless you turn it off, so you'll be in full control here. Okay, so now we're ready to go ahead and get on in. The pool session will start and end automatically for you. You'll hear nice calming music playing when you get into the room, and we do have an additional 6 minutes built onto your session for the shower time and getting ready. Totally fine if you ever take a few minutes extra. There is not an indicator of when that shower time is over and when that 1 hour session begins, so you can just take all of that at your own pace and get in when you're ready. Once inside, you're going to have 3 navigation buttons to control throughout your session. They are color-coded and they're spaced out so you can find them in the dark. So the way that works is your white button will be for your light, and it rhymes, so it's a nice way to remember, white light. And then if you turn that button off, that's how you'll go into total darkness, which I highly recommend trying. And if you're looking to turn that back on, you're going to feel around the inside of the pool for the button that's all by itself. The other 2 buttons are going to be on the other side of the pool, right next to each other. The black button will turn your music on or off, and the red button will buzz up front to our intercom system so an attendant can speak with you while you're floating if you need any assistance. Once you press the button, you'll hear a voice come through shortly after, and you can just speak out loud from that point. We'll be able to hear you just fine. When the session is over, a bunch of things are going to happen to tell you that it's done. It's going to start with the blue light in the pool will flash on and off, and then it will stay on. The music will come back on if you have that off. And then you'll hear a series of 3 doorbells, and they're spaced out and pretty loud. So that is your final cue to get out of the pool and that the session is ended. But if you were to ever miss those cues, our filtration cycle will kick on a few minutes later automatically. Should you ever wake up to that, it is safe, but that's your final cue to get out of the pool and start showering. That filter will run for 20 straight minutes once it kicks on, so we use that as our time frame to exit the room. So at that point, you'll just get out, shower, and get dressed as normal, and head out to the front whenever you're ready.